Hello and welcome to this video on how to grow a bigger chest. Let's get started. There are so many chest exercises to do. How do you know which ones to do to help you to develop your chest muscles? 5 points to keep into account as you train your chest. Ooh. So, when it comes to your chest, it's made up of two main parts. Upper chest, which is made up of your clavicular head, and your lower chest, which is made up of your sternal head and your abdominal head. Typically, when training your chest, you want to go through 3 main variations. 1 flat press, 1 fly, and 1 incline press. For example, so how many exercises do you need in a session to train your chest? I would say anything between 2 and 4. So, how many sets per exercise? In terms of sets, typically I like to do 2 sets per exercise. So let's say, for example, 3 exercises, and I would go through 2 working sets each. So that would total 6. Of course, you can also make this 8, as some people do prefer the more towards 8 to 12 scheme, where, for example, they split their chest training into 2 days, where they've had enough time to recover, let's say 48 to 72 hours in between sessions. So let's say, for example, you train your chest on Monday. The next day you can train your chest could be either Thursday or on a Friday after they've fully recovered. How many reps per set? Now typically I like to keep it between 8 to 12. So let's say, for example, these 14s, I've done 12 reps. After I've done 12, I'm ready to progressively overload and go for, let's say, for example, the 16s and start off with the 8 and then obviously 10 and then 12. And once I hit that again, be prepared to increase the weight. This is very, very important when it comes to being able to build muscle, gradually, progressively overloading. So how intense should you be training? Ideally, you want to leave 2 to 3 reps in reserve. So what does that mean? Let's say you've gone to 12 and potentially there's 1, 2, or maybe even 3 left. You strategically leave those reps in reserve because you don't need to chase until failure every time or in every set. What I would suggest is programming this in. So you have certain sets where you go till failure, and on most other sets, you leave 3 or 2 to 3 reps in reserve. Reason being, if you keep taking every set till failure, it can actually be counterproductive towards building muscle. You end up fatiguing to a point where you may not be able to get growth. So yeah, definitely plan this in to your rotation within a structured training program. And if you'd like to know more about this, link will be in the description. When do you change your workouts? Honestly, why is your main question. If you're having discomfort, let's say your joints are hurting, you don't like the variety of exercises you have in your program, and you're not obviously developing any muscle from it, then these are reasons in which you would need to change. However, if you are having the muscle development, no joint pain, and you enjoy your variations, then obviously by all means continue this. Typically, if I had to change it though, it would be anything between 12 to 16 weeks of following a training program. And then what I'll do at most is change the variation in terms of, let's say, machine pec fly might turn into a cable pec fly. Just ensure that you are keeping the fundamentals, so a fly, an incline, and a flat press as you change your variations. And that is how you are able to grow a big chest. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Give this post a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe, as I am making videos every week.